This is a tutorial for Project 2 Animated Color. If you look at the screen here, I'm going to take a black and white cartoon image and apply color. So going through some very basic Photoshop tools. First off, how to get this image here. You're going to go on a Chrome, type in the cartoon. In this case, we got SpongeBob. Go to Images, and from the previous tutorial, you know that we want to go to Tools and search Large. This one goes one step further, and I'm going to take the color and go to black and white. And you see all the options here. I'm going to click on this one and right click and copy, and then go to Photoshop and use that shortcut that we learned, Control V, which is paste, and you will see it go on there. So in this instance here, here's the finished one. But what I want to do is the tools we're going to be using is the paint bucket tool, which is right here. The magic wand tool, which is actually hidden, and your paint bucket might be hidden too. So if you ever can't find a tool on the left hand side, all you have to do is hold down on it and you see kind of the other tools that are within that one. So your gradient may be up. Hold down on that and go to paint bucket, you see that. And the 1, 2, 3, fourth one down has the magic wand tool. Now Photoshop did make this a little easier in the newer versions, but I'm just going to show the long way because it is an important tool to learn. So the concept here is what you're going to do is you are going to click on an area with the magic wand tool. And what that does, it'll keep on selecting until it hits a color change or a line change. So if I click right here, it selected everything and it stopped only when it hit, in this case, a color or a line change. So it went around there. Then I can add, with the paint bucket tool, I can add whatever color I want. To pick your colors is down here on the bottom left. It's the top one. So if you double click on that, you get your colors that come up. And again, pick your vertical one first and then go over to the bigger square and pick the exact color. Hit OK. Then you would use your paint bucket to click and add that in there. Now Photoshop will not let you add any more color outside of a selected area. That goes for Magic Wand, any of your lasso or selection tools. So I can't click and add any other yellow areas until I get rid of these marching ants. To do that, I'm going to press Control D. So deselect is Control D. Moving forward to do this, you can select one at a time. So again, it's click, make sure you have your color, paint bucket, click to add the color, press Control D. If you want to do more, and there's a lot of this in Photoshop, the Shift and the Alt. The Shift key is going to add on. So if I were to click on this one, I want to also do the legs, I can hold down Shift and add these selections all at the same time. If you add something that you didn't want, like the bun here, if you press Alt, it will take that away. So Shift add, Alt take away. So I have most of my areas here, and I can go to my paint bucket and then click on those and add them. And again, Control D will get rid of that. A few things here. Let me just add some brown here to the pants. So let's say you colored in the pants and you were going to move on to something different, like the spots here, and you picked your other color there, and you realize that you forgot to color in part of the pants. The tool that is going to help you with this is called the Eyedropper tool. And instead of trying to guess, you could probably get it pretty close, but to get it exactly right, the Eyedropper tool, which is right here, anywhere that you click, it is going to turn the foreground color into that. So no matter where I click, it'll change that. So I click on the brown, I will get that exact color, and I can go back in with my magic wand and add that exact same color onto there. A few helpful things outside of the Shift and Alt are your zoom features. So Control plus is going to zoom in, Control minus is going to zoom out. And if you ever get kind of lost on a canvas, maybe like that, Control 0 will bring you right back to the canvas screen there. Once you color this in, should look something like that. Colors aren't crazy important, but I want to add a background of some sort on here. And that does not have to be a cartoon background. It can be a landscape of some sort. So let's just type in the White House. And I'll go to images and do my whole thing with the, I want to search large tools. And when I paste that in, you will notice that if I resize it, that it's in front. From the last tutorial, you hopefully remember to kind of rearrange these layers here. That I have this white border on the picture. That's very common with bringing in stock images off of Google. So I want to get rid of this. You may think that you can just take your magic wand tool and click on that, which you can, and delete it that way. A quicker way would be under your eraser palette, which is a brand new tool. You have your regular eraser, which you can just kind of go like that, but you won't get it that accurate. If it's ever a solid color, hold down on that, go to Magic Eraser tool, and just click once, and it will disappear. From there, I can use my Move tool and kind of put SpongeBob in a place that makes sense with the background, and then I can save it. One additional feature that I do like doing just for grading is not doing that. In the beginning, if you were to take your original picture and paste it in twice, or press Control J is duplicate, you could have your original black and white one just kind of real small up in the corner, so I could see what you actually colored. If you were following along, you didn't do that, that's okay. That's something that just to do when you're to kind of show what you actually did on the project. It's a nice feature. So that is the Project 2 animated color. And what you could do, just to add a little bit of complexity, make sure you get all the points, is if you did kind of a simple one like that, go ahead and paste in a different character from there and add different ones as you go on there. If you looked at an actual scene of SpongeBob in black and white, you could pick one with a little more complexity. You should find something that takes you around 15 to 20 minutes to do to really practice the skill. If you were to take like a Patrick, for example, and it's just one or two colors, you're really not getting a whole lot of repetition and practice with the magic wand, paint bucket, Control D, and stuff like that.